After 4 years of development, the Black Ops 6 beta is finally here, so let's take a few minutes and enjoy some painfully mid-gameplay and talk about some of my initial reactions. Look, I'm not gonna lie, so let me just say this right out of the gate. I was unbelievably skeptical of Black Ops 6's new Omni movement from the moment they announced it. The idea of all these 12-year-olds hopped up on G Fuel and being given more tools to cross up my gamer dad reflexes like Allen Iverson in his prime seemed like an absolute nightmare. But almost instantly, my anxieties faded, and what I thought would kill the fun completely turns out to basically be slide canceling plus. If I'm being honest, as much fun as it can be to tack, sprint, and rotationally dolphin dive around a corner to land a sick kill on an unsuspecting camper, the real value in Omni movement comes in the form of more fluid movement control, the ability to slide in all directions, and an increased ability to adjust your body and reverse attacks that are coming from behind. Look, are there still sweaty tryhards in every lobby, only focused on making the most insane stick-breaking tack, sprint, and 360 dolphin dive on your backslide canceling combination clips possible? Sure, but if you're aware of your surroundings and you can hit your shots, the new movement doesn't feel overpowered at all, even if those kids are still super annoying. I was a little surprised to feel like the base game movement is slightly slower than that of MW3. I wouldn't say the movement's slow at all, it's still super snappy, but the slightly slower pace made me feel like I was in total control of what I was doing on the map and not just running around diving like a chicken with my head cut off. There's a ton of movement automation in this game, like auto sprint and auto mantle, which for the record, I think is completely stupid. And still, I don't feel like these additions break the game for boomers like me who still believe that you should actually play video games yourself when you're trying to play video games. I am pretty interested to see how the new movement settings are going to affect Warzone. Currently, it feels like when you omnidirectionally dolphin dive out of a second-story window and hit a sweet collide on your way down to the pavement, you take little to no damage, and that can't be a long-term thing, right? Like, I can't imagine that all I have to do now is dive off the roof of Chem and Rebirth to escape a fight or attack an unsuspecting victim below without worrying about fall damage at all. After all, this isn't Apex, right? Refreshingly, this game doesn't take itself too seriously at all. One of my biggest gripes in the Modern Warfare era, specifically in the Warzone world, is to be playing this game that's supposed to be a grounded military shooter only to get absolutely destroyed by some kid dressed as a half-baked llama. Look, I'm not arguing about arcade-style gameplay here. This is not Gray Zone Warfare or Tarkov, but the super bright colored weapons and skins have never fit what this game is supposed to be. For whatever the reason, the zombie-focused Black Ops universe has never made me feel that way. It's clearly focused on being way more fantastical, and more importantly, it prioritizes fun over reality. As disappointing as it is that Call of Duty has once again convinced me to shell out for their Vault Edition version of the game, when I tried my COD Zombies-inspired weapon blueprints, the colors, the animations, none of that bothered me at all. And hopefully, that concept of fun at all costs is what truly brings back the charm that Call of Duty used to have. The gunplay feels snappy and hit detection seems pretty accurate for a beta. Also, returning to some of the old satisfying Black Ops sound designs is a nice reminder, but one annoyance that I had from Cold War is immediately noticeable. Scoring is honestly just weird, and Call of Duty's been all over the place with this over the last few years. In regards to what actually counts as your kill, I can't even tell you how many times I get a Warzone notification about being on a 5 or 6 kill streak, only to look at my scoreboard and see that I've only been credited with 1 total kill on the round. Black Ops 6 takes the complete opposite approach, and it feels way too generous. I can't tell you how many times I know I've only got 1 shot in an enemy before I get unalived like 30 seconds later and see a +100 notification on my screen giving me credit for a kill that a teammate clearly got for me while I was dead. Believe me, nothing makes me feel better than admiring my 3.47 KD in a post-game summary, but I can't help but wonder what my real score should be. All that said, the Black Ops 6 beta has been a fun breath of fresh air that I'm actually enjoying to play. At least in the beta, I'm starting to believe that Get Good Bro Call of Duty is coming back again. Hit your shots, be aware of your surroundings, and you should be able to be competitive regardless of the movement skill gaps.